Hey guys, it's Heather here with Underwater Panther, and moving on right along with my Aquarian or INTJ masculine versus, not really versus, masculine, toxic feminine, understanding what they are, and then healthy versions of both. So we're trying to integrate the masculine and feminine toxic versions into healthier versions. So I am still uploading my video on the star, what the star card represents for the Aquarian or INTJ's life path. So that should be uploaded soon. It's on like 80%. So I'm going to go ahead and create this video on how to balance the masculine and feminine within the star mode, the life path for Aquarian or INTJ. So this is like an extension of that video. So if you haven't seen that video, hopefully it'll be uploaded by the time I post this video, and you can check that one out first. It goes really deep into the Aquarian life path. I absolutely love that video. So, yeah, I'm also working on my brand apparel. I have a whole bunch of apparel now, and I just realized that I cannot integrate the store with YouTube yet until I get 100 subscribers. So I'm going to keep my ebooks on my shop, on a separate shop, and then my apparel is going to be on another shop. So all that can be integrated as soon as I get 1,000 subscribers. Please like and subscribe to help me out with that. I would deeply, greatly appreciate that. But as of now, I'm going to keep those separate and put it in the description box if you're interested in Underwater Panther apparel. I absolutely love it. I love the slogans. There are 4 different collections. So definitely check that out. All right, so let's get into this video. The star life path in Aquarians or INTJs in the balance of the masculine and feminine. So I'm going to do probably 15 more videos on integrating the masculine and feminine here. I have tons and tons that I am going to do, and I'm super excited. Hopefully you are liking this series. And also there is a free ebook about the masculine and feminine. I have 5 free ebooks right now for the first 11 people that download those. So definitely check those out in the description box. Amazing, beautiful visuals. All right, so what if the secret to healing yourself, repairing relationships, and even transforming society was hidden inside one card in the Hermetic deck? The card is the star. It is the 17th actual card in the major arcana, called the Daughter of the Firmament and the Dweller Between the Waters. For Aquarius, the star isn't just symbolic. It's the soul's blueprint. The star shows us a universal truth. Inside each of us lives the energies of the masculine and feminine. It makes so much sense why I'm so interested in this topic. When divided, these forces become toxic. When reconciled, they create the rivers of consciousness that heal us, nurture our relationships, and restore balance to the collective. We'll explore this through seven real-life examples connecting psychology, spirituality, and history, from Greek myths of Saturn and Uranus to the Qabalistic, that's such a hard, Qabalistic, that's a rough one too, path of Zadi. So we're talking about the Kabbalah, pretty much that is like the tree of life and your path through life. How to integrate yourself to higher consciousness. That's why we are here as human beings. To modern relationship dynamics. All right, so section 1, we're going to talk about relationships. Qabalistic, that's a wild one, ain't it? In love, toxic masculine energy looks like rigidity, control, or emotional detachment. Toxic feminine looks like clinging, manipulation, or loss of self. But integration creates relationships based on trust, not power. The star's imagery shows this. The woman is naked, authentic, nothing hidden. She pours into water and land equally, balancing emotion and structure. Historical note. Ancient Egyptians associated the goddess Nut with the firmament, pouring waters of heaven into the Nile to sustain life. She was the balance of cosmic feminine flow and masculine order. When we embody this balance, we love authentically ourselves and others. Boundaries are held, masculine Saturn, but intimacy flows freely with our feminine, which for Aquarius, that would be Uranus and Neptune. Or in INTJ, that would be introverted feeling. So this is how relationships both feel safe and alive. Section 2 is about work and career. In career, toxic masculine energy becomes micromanagement, efficiency at all cost, or systems without soul. Toxic feminine becomes avoidance of accountability or over accommodation. Integrated Aquarius becomes the architect and the humanitarian. Saturn's order and Uranus's vision work together. Historical note. In Rome, Saturn was the god of agriculture and time, responsible for order and harvest cycles. Uranus in Greek myth was the primal sky, limitless, visionary, often disruptive. Together, they describe the Aquarian struggle to bring vision down to earth, to ground the sky into structure. Healthy Aquarian energy in career means building systems that serve people, not enslave them. Frameworks that honor both progress and humanity. Now we're going to get into creativity and innovation. Toxic masculinity and creativity refuses risk. It clings to formulas. Toxic feminine creativity gets lost in endless ideas without form. But Aquarius is fixed air. The strategist, integrated masculine structure fixes the volatile, while feminine flow keeps the creation alive. Mythological note. In alchemy, the phoenix, I actually have a phoenix on my necklace. I love that symbology. In alchemy, the phoenix, symbol of coagulation, represents this process. The volatile firebird burns, then is fixed into new form. Creativity must always die and be reborn, dream and discipline working together. Yeah, the Phoenix Rising has a heck of a lot to do with Pluto and fall for Aquarians. The Pluto is the transforming, the death and rebirth cycle, transforming yourself into something new. Aquarius is often the innovator because it marries Uranus's flash of genius with Saturn's discipline to make the vision real. Community and collective. In the collective, toxic masculine energy forces ideology, creating tyranny. Toxic feminine dissolves into the group, losing selfhood in blind service. Integrated Aquarius becomes the water bearer, pouring for humanity without losing individuality. Historical note. Native American traditions often balance masculine and feminine leadership. Many tribes gave women authority in clan and land decisions, while men handled defense, creating collective structures that mirrored nature's balance. The star's teaching is the same. When both currents are honored, the collective thrives. When one dominates, imbalance and suffering spreads. I'm like waiting on the farmers to come in here to get some equipment. It's getting early morning hours, and I highly doubt they're going to be awake this early, but at some time I am going to get interrupted on my videos because there's farm equipment where I'm at, and it's cracking me up because I'm starting to hear the road. I'm starting to hear people travel a little bit more. All right, now we're going to get into spirituality and inner growth. Toxic masculine spirituality becomes rigid dogma, endless laws, intellectual pride, spiritual hierarchy. Toxic feminine spirituality drifts into escapism, visions without grounding, fantasy instead of transformation. In the star reveals the middle path. The Hebrew letter for this card is Sadi, meaning fishhook. On the Tree of Life, it links Yesod, dreams, and unconscious with Nedzak, victory, love, and artistry. It teaches we do not meditate, we are meditated. And if you want to deep dive on that, definitely check out my star life path for the Aquarian video. Historical note, mystics across traditions spoke of this. In Sufism, the lover is caught by God's hook of love. In Christian mysticism, grace descends rather than being forced upward. This is the same principle. Surrender, then integration. Spiritual maturity requires both masculine discipline with structure, prayer, and rituals, and feminine receptivity, vision, grace, and imagination. This is how we heal. All right, so self-care and boundaries. Toxic masculine self-care pushes through exhaustion, ignoring body and emotions. Toxic feminine self-care has no boundaries, overgives until empty. The star reminds us that beauty and restoration are sacred. The Greeks associated Venus with the morning star, the same planet tied to this card. She symbolizes art, rest, and nourishment. Historical note. During Saturnalia, the Roman festival of Saturn, society paused its rigid hierarchies. Work stopped. People feasted and honored joy. Even ancient cultures knew discipline must make room for restoration. Integrated self-care means working with Saturn's discipline and Venus's beauty. You schedule rest as responsibly as you schedule work. This is balance. And I definitely have a deep dive video on that as well. Don't remember the title right now, but yeah, Aquarians have a really bad habit of working way too much. Even after accomplishing a huge project, you check that off and move right on to the next. You have to schedule self-care. You have to schedule self-care, like yoga, journaling, taking a long bath, anything like that. You need to actually consciously schedule that into your daily and weekly routine. Here the cars go. All right, I've got a big bay door open, so you might start hearing cars drive by. This mic's pretty good, but it's a thing. All right, so final section here, conflict and communication. Toxic masculine conflict dominates. Logic as a weapon, emotions dismissed. Toxic feminine conflict manipulates with passive aggression, guilt, or withdrawal. Integrated conflict honors both. The masculine brings clarity and truth. The feminine brings empathy and listening. Together, they transform division into understanding. Mythological note. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna faces battle paralyzed by conflict. Krishna teaches him integration. Act with clarity, masculine dharma, but also devotion with feminine bhakti. Conflict becomes sacred when both energies are honored. So in closing, the star card reduces 17, reduces to 8, which is strength, the discipline to channel life force. But it also contains the number 21, 21 rays, linking it to the universe, the wholeness of creation. This is the entire Aquarian path, to discipline inner forces with 17 into strength and pour them into the collective unit. Wholeness is restored with 21 and the universe. For the individual, this balance creates resilience after every tower moment. For relationships, it creates authentic love rooted in both boundary and intimacy. For the collective, it builds systems that are both visionary and sustainable. This is Aquarius as architect, strategist, and humanitarian. The one who rebuilds, who pours the waters of consciousness, who reconciles masculine and feminine into wholeness. Every tower, the star, after every tower, the star rises, and the star rises in you. So I hope you like this video. Certainly check out the star life path video. Hopefully it's going to upload today. It's taking forever. Can't remember how long it is. It's probably like an hour and a half or so. So anyways, please help me out on 1,000 subscribers. I greatly appreciate it. I definitely want my apparel to be on my YouTube channel. I swear to you, this apparel is so freaking like dope. I love it. It's awesome. The slogans are great. I might flash some up here just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Maybe not. I'm kind of enjoying not editing as much as I used to in my other videos. I just kind of want to hammer on some videos. But anyways, like and subscribe. Definitely leave a comment below on your thoughts, feelings, or experiences. And I will see you in the next video.